What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new trucking vlog. Before we get started with today's video, I just want to remind you guys that tomorrow, October 26th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time up until Wednesday night at midnight, my website's going to be open, so you're going to be able to place an order for long sleeves, hoodies, zip ups, t-shirts, and these hats. My favorite hats. The quality on these hats is freaking insane. If you've purchased any hats from me before, you're going to notice the difference in quality straight up from the brim right away. I feel like the other brim was really thin and the hat felt a little bit more flimsy. It was still a really good quality hat, but this one literally just throws it out the water. And no, this isn't me trying to get you guys to buy something. If you guys can't buy anything, that's fine. I already have your guys' support as it is, so that's all that matters to me. Just a little reminder for anyone that does want to purchase something. Anyone that purchases something will automatically get entered to win $500. That's something that me and my wife kind of thought about doing just to give back to you guys for even thinking of buying anything. But as you can tell by the title of the video, one of my worst nights ended up being one of my best nights, in a sense. Not because of what happened. What happened was unfortunate. My wife got all her stuff taken. I got all my stuff taken. Like, it was just an unfortunate event, but it made me realize something, and I'm gonna get into that in the video, and you guys are gonna be like, don't ever do that again, bro, because we'll show you different. I'm just blessed to be good here because, like I said, it could have been a lot worse. That's why I wasn't able to post last week. I had like 3 videos lined up already, and then after that happened, I don't know, I kind of just lost motivation for everything. But I'm here again and I'm good. So after this video, we're gonna continue our regular scheduled program. The next video, actually, I'm gonna try to take my daughter on her very first ever trucking adventure, where I'm gonna take her to the truck stop. I'm gonna take her to do some pickups, maybe some deliveries, show her what it's like to be a truck driver for a day. Guys, by the way, that is not my daughter. She is my goddaughter. I realized that me saying that kind of made my wife look kind of bad, which is not the case. It's just my goddaughter. I wasn't able to have a girl like we wanted to, so that's the closest thing I have to a daughter. Alani, if you're watching this, I love you, baby. I will take you on the first trucking adventure because I know you've been wanting to actually go with me, like, on a trip for a while. But right now we are at the World Series, guys. I can't even fathom the fact that that's coming out of my mouth, and I'm thinking about vlogging that. I'm not too sure. So if you guys want to see a vlog from the World Series, just comment down below. Maybe I'll throw in some clips or something in there. Today's video is going to be more of a quick video, kind of talking about what happened, and I'm also bringing you guys along with me on my morning delivery because I had one full load at one spot, and then it was like one pick one drop type thing, so it was kind of like a boring day. But I still picked up the camera and got some motivation to record because I honestly feel like this last week was kind of rough, that I was just like, you know what, dude, like, I don't even want to record. But then I was like, you know what, snap out of it. But yeah, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy today's video. I'm sorry it's probably not going to be so long. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video. If you guys haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let's get into the video. Vámonos! What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new trucking vlog. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a long time, man, and for a fair reason. I have something that I want to share with you guys. I wasn't going to, but hey, screw it. It happened, we're over it, and now we got to move on. But I do want to let you guys know what happened. But first, we're at our very first delivery of the day. It's actually our only delivery. We had a super easy load last night. I had a full load, giggity, to this spot right here. So let's go back in. They just told us that we got a door. Let's go back in, baby. I feel like a zombie. We got door number 2 up here. Now, I don't mind parking at this spot. I mind it when they leave all the pallets, kind of like what they did right here. They kind of cleared it up a little bit though. They just make our job harder than what it should be. Let's go open the doors. Going to door number 2. See, for this one right here, usually they'll have a bunch of cars right here and it makes it a lot harder. They cleared it up a lot, so this should be a walk in the park. Gotta adjust myself a lot. And just like she said, it's in, baby. And this guy's gonna hit me! This guy's gonna hit me! Oh my god. Oh my god, he's about to clip me. He's about to clip me. Alright, we got it in. Now, let's go make these dang deliveries, boys. Hola, Jose. Bien, bien, ¿cómo está? Oh yeah, we got it unlocked already. Sí. Just got word that I can't record in here, so I'm gonna unload these pallets and then I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm done unloading. I'm gonna try to sneak some recording in here and there, but you guys are the guy who said I can't record it. I want to be respectful. Don't want to be one of those annoying dudes that, you know, doesn't follow the rules. So let's get this stuff unloaded and I'll get back to you guys right now. I'm about to pee myself. Man, it is hot. It's not really hot, but I just finished working. I always get really, really hot. All right, let's get the heck out of this spot. All right, let's go close the doors. This Saturday, 10/26 at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. These hats are dropping along with the white ones. Just look at how the quality on these things, absolutely amazing. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them. It says VMNS on the bottom, that stands for Vamonos. Got the hammer down the inside with a black silk lining with the Vamonos in the back as well. Black on black with the gray background on the V. Absolutely love this hat. Been wearing it literally non-stop. Then we also got my other favorite, the 1-year anniversary. Got the Vamonos 1 right here. Under brim is black with a orange Vamonos. Black silky lining as well. With the hammer down. Just the little details like this, man. They look absolutely amazing. This will also be available on Saturday. Hey, ho! Let's get into a little bit about what happened this weekend. One of the worst nights of my life. We were having a photo shoot for the brand. We were in downtown LA and my BMW got broken into. I have the full video right here. That is not me recording, by the way. The person that was on the first floor right there heard when they broke the window and they started recording, but they got scared because if you pay attention, they point up at her. She got scared, she stopped recording. We called the police station, and this is why any times that I've gotten my stuff broken into, I do not call the cops, because I'm sorry to say, they were worthless in that scenario. I was on the phone with them for 2 hours just for them to tell me that 1, they only go out there if there's guns or a death, and 2, that I called the wrong division of police department, whatever the hell that means. We had over $15,000 worth of stuff in our car stolen. They took my wife's Goyard bag, her suitcase, her Chanel bag, all my camera equipment, my laptop, my clothes, my suitcase. But this is when things get crazy, and this is your sign. If you do not have your Find My on your iPhone or your iPad, any device, any Apple devices, if you don't have the Find My setting on, literally turn it on right now, because the only reason we were able to track down where my wife's iPad was because she turned on the she had the Find My on, and it tracked it down to this little area. It was like a little homeless community. where these freaking dropped all our stuff off right there, and my wife had activated the lost feature on the Find My, so they weren't able to do nothing with it. So they threw it and it completely broke, but we were able to track it back down to where it was at. My laptop, I didn't have the Find My on, so that's my fault 100%. That was the only thing that was actually valuable to them. And my GoPro. We went back to the spot. I seen like my wife had all her makeup in there as well, so I seen like little beauty blenders, these little egg things that girls put on their face, and I seen it and I told my wife, babe, I was like, those are your beauty blenders. So I pull over and I get down and I start seeing all our stuff right there. I start seeing my toothbrush, my socks, my wife, some of my wife's clothes, some of our belongings. And as I'm looking through it, I see a homeless guy. He pokes his head out, and I told him, hey, by any chance did someone sell you an iPad? And he goes, no, but last night there was a group of guys in a black SUV that came and they dumped out a bunch of stuff right here, and I got an iPad. And he showed me the iPad, but it wasn't mine. So I told him, no, that's not mine, man. And I was like, mine was smaller, and it wasn't that color. It was a black one that he had. And then my wife tells him, is there a Kindle by any chance? And he goes, oh yeah, I have that. You want it back? So he ended up giving that to my wife back, and that's what my wife was so hurt about. She has like this emotional attachment to that Kindle because she just loves to read, and she's had it for the longest time. And I tell the guy, hey man, I'm gonna give you my number, because he had a phone, and I'll literally post all the messages right here too. I told him, I'm gonna give you my number. If you find anything else, please give me a call back. I'll give you money, I'll get you a hotel, whatever you need. He said, I don't need money. He's like, if I find something, I'll call you back, but please just let me bless you. You're helping me out even though you don't have to, so I wanna return the favor. So we leave, and he ends up calling me about 30 minutes later, and he goes, hey man, actually I did find an iPad. He's like, it's actually the first iPad I picked up. It just kind of slipped my mind because it was already completely broken. He's like, so that's the only bad news I have about that, is that iPad is completely broken. We're like, oh my god, yes, perfect. So I told him it's okay, I can go pick it up. Well, we have insurance on it, so we'll be able to get it fixed. So he was like, all right, cool man, I'll wait for you right here. And I told him, you didn't find a GoPro by any chance? Like, nah man, I didn't find nothing. The next morning he texts me and says, hey man, good news, I actually found your GoPro. I was like, oh my god, like, do you guys realize that when you get your stuff stolen, you never get it back? Especially in Los Angeles. You know how big Los Angeles is? That's why I say have your Find My on, because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have been able to track it down to exactly where this spot was. And we got lucky enough that it got dropped off with a nice person. This guy did not have to give any of our stuff back. I feel like he had our stuff after they dumped it off right there, and he just probably had a guilty conscience, and that's why he just agreed to give us everything back. We were explaining everything that got stolen, which he had. So he's like, oh, you know, like this is their stuff, like I'm gonna give it back to them. So we pull back up to the spot again, and he hands me my GoPro, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. I give this guy I gave him $400. I get him a hotel, but he didn't want it. But when I turn my camera on, I find out that it has no SD in it, and I'm like, oh my god. And I had the footage in there of like the overnight in the Tesla, the Cybertruck, which I was really excited to share with you guys. I told him, hey man, like by any chance you didn't take out the little SD card that was in here? He's like, nah man, this is just how I got it. I was so hurt when I seen that I didn't have the SD card, because I had told him like, dude, I don't even want the GoPro. If you want to keep it, keep it. I just need that little SD card. It had my content, and it had like pictures of my kids, videos of like trips that we've gone on to. But it had a lot of sentimental value that's all I really cared about. I didn't really care about the GoPro. I was like, I can just buy another one. When we were coming down from the studio, it was like 7:13 after we finished our photo shoot, and I couldn't find my phone. I was like, dude, where the heck's my phone? We were already at the bottom of the elevator. I was like, where the hell's my phone? And I couldn't find it. I checked all my pockets, guys. I'm being serious. I literally had my hands in my back pockets. I could not find my phone. So we went back upstairs, and I called the owner of the studio that rented it out to us. I told him, hey man, I think I left my phone inside your studio. Can you please open it back up so I can see if it's in there? He opens it back up and it's not in there, and I'm like, what the heck? So I have my my guy Josh. He calls me, and I don't know why I didn't think about calling myself from the start. I was so like sure that I had left it in there. So he calls me, it's in my back pocket, and me, my wife, and him, we look at each other like, come on, really? Like, how? Like, how did you not realize it was in your back pocket? So we ended up going downstairs, and that's when we found out that it had happened. And we went downstairs, it was like around 7:18. I'm not too sure exactly what time it was, but those guys had literally just took off. So that's why I say all that happened, but God had other plans. God said, you're not gonna run into these people. And then God said, once this happens and you question me, I'm gonna show you that I'm here with you and I'm gonna get you your stuff back. That's what I took from it. I could have literally ran into them as it was happening. I could have got shot. I could have got jumped, kidnapped, robbed, gunpoint. Like, it could have just been so much worse. And that right there made me realize, like, never question God. Never question what happens, because even if it's bad, something's better is always gonna happen. I've been getting so many TikTok videos saying never question God. God is here for you. And actually last night when I was driving over here, I had pulled over to get myself something to eat, and that was one of the first TikToks that came up, and I literally just started crying. I started bawling. I had no idea why, but it's like almost as if I felt God's presence like through me. I got chills and everything. I literally just started crying uncontrollably. But it was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever felt. It was just like, God, I'm sorry I questioned you. Like, I trust you. I know that everything happens for a reason, and thank you for protecting me. Yeah, it was a crazy night. I ended up getting most of my stuff back, but yeah, it was just a crazy night. So much worse could have happened, and I'm just so blessed and lucky to still be here and, you know, share with you guys this experience. Like, who knows, like, man, what if I would have went down there at 7:13 when I was down there, and I would have run into these guys? I had my chains on and everything because I had a photo shoot. I'm like, it could have ended a lot worse. We could have, you know, God forbid, got robbed at gunpoint, whatever the case may have been. I may have not even have been here to record this, because people aren't the smartest. Could have possibly got shot, man. So just super blessed, super lucky. And I just felt like I wanted to share that with you guys, because I was questioning God, and he told me, don't question me, dude, because I got you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I have to switch over to my phone because my camera died, but I'm gonna stop and get some breakfast burritos. I hope they have some right here. Their tacos are really freaking good. I'm excited to show you guys. Honestly, I am freaking starving. Today I woke up craving tacos for breakfast, and that's when I remembered that I was parked right in front of the taco spot that I love. So let's get some tacos. Vámonos! Me and the owner were having a little conversation, and he was telling me how much customers he was getting from the last video that I posted. And it low-key got me really emotional seeing how excited he got knowing that his hard work was actually getting noticed. What's crazy is that I wasn't even supposed to film a video that day, but last minute I decided to for some reason. We got the food, the jarrito, now let's eat. Oh my God. That is so freaking delicious. A million out of 10. After a long 24 hours, we're finally back at the yard, and I thought I was gonna have to go to work again today. I was already getting ready to load up, but my uncle said, nope, not today. All right, now let's get these pallets off of my trailer so we can skedaddle on home. Gotta get those 4 pallets of limes that got rejected. I don't know why. They look perfectly fine to me, but they didn't want them, so I'm gonna take them off and leave them on the dock. All right, got all the dang pallets out of my truck. One of the cool things about getting like rejected pallets like this is that sometimes my uncle's allowed to give them away. So we'll end up putting like a pallet out, and literally by the end of the day, it'll be all gone because people will be passing by and just taking a bunch of stuff. But we can't always do that. Sometimes the seller wants it back. Other times they give him the green light and he's good. Get my checks in here. Oh yeah, check time, baby. What's up, little guy? What the hell? What's up, man? How are you? Chino, you cool, bro? Look at this. What the hell happened to this? Clean the back of my trailer. I like to do this way by the next time I get back to work, I don't gotta worry about my trailer being all dirty. A lot of places, if your trailer isn't clean, they will not load you. They will literally refuse to load you. Also, there's another thing I love doing. Always have to make sure I leave my truck spotless, because you can tell I have it a mess right now. So I literally clean it up every single time. So let's do that. If I could eat these tacos a million times, I would. then I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of most semi truck, this is what I use to get all the dirt out of here as well. Oh my gosh, did I really just do this? You freaking mess.